Hey, what's up YouTube? This is your man Freddy J, and today we're looking at the new hit video game Clash of Clans. Clash of Clans is a game made by a company called Supercell. They're from like Finland or somewhere in Scandinavia. No one cares about Scandinavia anyway. But they basically said, how can we take advantage of the fact that 90% of parents today suck as parents? And they were like, oh, let's make this video game that gets kids who don't know how to do real things like play sports or anything, and get them all addicted to playing a stupid video game. And they came up with this, Clash of Clans. Now, as you can see going on here, we've got some little guys, and they come in and they attack someone else's house. I don't know why you have a little house on Clash of Clans, but apparently they have houses and little armies attack them. I don't know who the heck wastes their time playing games like this. It's clearly really stupid. And the fact is, they're making millions and millions of dollars on people who think that this is like cool or something to play. Like, I don't know why in the world does this fun. Like, you sit there, you watch little people walk around the base, and they hit stuff, and it falls down. Like, I don't understand at all. Like, here, what are these little blue flying guys even anyway? Are they like a butterfly, or it's like a butterfly on cocaine or something like that? Like, what the heck is going on? Yeah, I don't even know. Like, this is just showing how society is falling apart today. Like, kids aren't even, kids who want to waste their time can't even, I don't know, sit around and, egg cars or anything like that. Like, this is what they've resorted to. Like, if you're just gonna waste your life, egg cars, do drugs, vandalize stuff, paint graffiti, stuff like that. Don't just sit around on your couch at home with your 0 friends, touching your little video game screen and dropping people on this game. Like, how much strategy is even in this? Like, all you do is you drop your troops and then watch them. Like, it's supposed to be a strategy game. That would imply that there's some strategy that you would use to win, not just wiggle my finger around the screen real fast and see what happens. Like, that is literally all these people are doing. They're not moving the troops around. They just touch the screen where they want to drop them at the beginning. It's the stupidest thing ever. And yeah, I mean, it's just terrible that society has come to this. What in the world? When the people invented the computer, Steve Jobs and whoever else, they probably thought people would use it for useful things, like finding cures for cancer, diabetes, diseases like that. And here we are now, 2015. What have they done with these computers? They've, instead of curing cancer, doing cool stuff like that, the kids these days are just sitting around on their little phones and computers and whatnot and playing games like Clash of Clans. It's pretty sickening. I mean, this is why America is falling apart. These kids sit around, play Clash of Clans. They're gonna they're not doing their schoolwork, not getting jobs. They end up on welfare. Then they whine to the government and say, Obama, come take care of us. We can't feed ourselves. We think everything should be free. Healthcare, everything free, because we aren't actually going to get jobs. We're just gonna sit around and play Clash of Clans. So did you know the people who are really, really good at this game, like the #1 player in the world, like they've built a robot that just touches the screen every couple minutes and keeps it from logging them off so no one can attack their base. Like, they invented a robot to play Clash of Clans. Like, why couldn't we have cured cancer? Like, they could have easily cured cancer by now if people weren't spending time building robots to play Clash of Clans for them so they can keep their #1 ranking at a pointless video game. It doesn't make sense. It's sickening. Sickening. You see, either too, there was a Jimmy Kimmel video on it that got uploaded a couple weeks ago, where Jimmy Kimmel's making fun of people on YouTube Gaming watching other people play video games, and he makes a good point. Like, that's even worse than playing the video games, watching other people play video games. Why would you do that? That's pointless. You know how much money Supercell makes off of people doing this? Like, and how they're not getting educated, they end up on welfare, they end up costing the American taxpayer. Like, that's who's really putting the bill for all this. It's you, the American taxpayer. You should be outraged. We should have a national law banning Clash of Clans. It's terrible what it's doing to society. I mean, what kind of, like, actually intelligent person would want to play this? Like, they've got little people with pink hair running around now shooting arrows at a campfire? Like, what's the campfire doing to anyone? Why do you want to shoot the campfire? Like, there's a cannon over there that might shoot the other people with the little pink-haired people with the arrows, but instead they're shooting a campfire. Like, maybe you should go hit the thing that's shooting you first. I mean, I guess the little pink-haired people have the same intelligence as the people who actually play the game. None. Hey, yeah, it's just pathetic. Pathetic. This is why people like Donald Trump are leading the presidential races today, because Americans are stupid enough, who are stupid enough to play Clash of Clans, are also stupid enough to think Donald Trump is going to be a good president. What is this, a hot air balloon? A hot air balloon that drops bombs on people. What in the world is that? Like, hot air balloons, like, how hard would it be to dodge a bomb that gets dropped from a hot air balloon? Wouldn't you just, like, walk away? Have these people seen hot air balloons? They move like 1 mile an hour. It's like the least effective weapon to use. I guess that's it for the attack. So people just sit there. Get this? They're sitting there. They're eating their food that they bought with their welfare check on their couch, using their Obamacare, which they have because they can't pay for health care themselves, and they're just sitting there on their couch playing this Clash of Clans game. That's what society has come to. And and then the people in Finland, Supercell, where people actually like have lives. They're smart. They're like, hey, let's take advantage of these fat, stupid Americans who play these video games and sit around and collect their welfare. So all the money, it comes out from Obama. He sends out their welfare checks, feeds all these people, and then they spend the money and send it back to Supercell to buy stuff in the game. That's another thing we haven't even got to yet. They have this thing called gems in this game, where people pay real money for stuff in the video game. Like, how do you think it's a good idea to spend real money on things in a video game? It just doesn't make any sense. Come on, people. Let's make America great again. Let's take our country back from these Finnish losers who are making these games and taking advantage of America. Like, I mean, you gotta give the Finns some credit. They're just smarter than us. Like, they realize this stuff actually works. Americans are dumb enough to pay real money for things in a video game. I'll say that again. Real money for things in a video game. It's just sickening. Like, I hope as a takeaway from this, all of you just delete all your video games and throw away your phones and stuff like that. Like, that would maybe be better than paying the Finns money to take over America by making Americans to pay them for things in a video game. Like, they should do a study, a government study. Like, we do all sorts of government studies on stupid things that are pointless. Like, they had a government study on whether pigs, after they eat, if pigs take the same amount of time before they have to poop as humans do. They wanted to know what the difference was. They fund a government study for that. They should fund a government study and just test the IQ of all the people who play Clash of Clans. Like, it's gotta be, like, super low. People who play Clash of Clans are the dumbest of the dumb. They sit around, they get their welfare checks, they max out their credit cards, and then they declare bankruptcy and call for the taxpayer to pay for it. Like, you should be really, really disgusted with everyone who plays Clash of Clans. And you should be angry at the Finns for making this game and getting all these Americans to pay for it and eat up our tax dollars. Like, this is why they have free college for everyone in Finland. It's because they are taking our money. Because these people on welfare, they get their welfare checks and they spend it on things in a video game. Yeah. It's the worst. The worst. Like, really, we should have cured cancer by now. Cancer should be cured. But instead, people are playing a stupid video game. A video game. Yeah, I don't even know if I can keep talking about this anymore. I might just play some music for the rest of this video. I've got like 15 more minutes of coverage here, so keep watching. See if you see anything that looks remotely fun. But, yeah, I think I'm done. Goodbye, losers.